I am an idiot, and I daily drive this 1987 F-150 with way more issues than my father growing up, but it starts, runs, and drives, and that's all I really needed. Now, if you look at it from the front end, she leans more down to the left than the tweaker on crack. And I gotta fix that, so we're gonna end up doing shocks all the way around, and I still gotta do the windshield wiper motor. Now, I'm not a mechanic, and I can't afford to take it down to a mechanic, so this is one of those better figure it out yourself, and hope to God you can fucking fix this piece of shit. And that's what I plan on doing, and we're about to see how bad I fuck up. Anyways, first step, remove tire on side that is leaning. Probably don't use a grinder. I'm gonna end up using the giant impact and remove that bitch. I ain't no expert, because I've never recorded one of these before. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you gotta use your weak ass arm and put that somewhere on the frame that you don't think it will slip and end up killing you. Now, to speed this process up, you're gonna use the impact that you took from somebody else, because why the fuck not, and end up putting it on the nut and drive off those things. Very simple. Could be done with a breaker bar, but I'm a bitch. And I'm lazy. And I'm fucking hot. And then tires should just come straight the out. You're gonna use the lug nuts that you just removed. Put it somewhere that you're probably gonna lose them, where you say you're not. Set down the impact. Wiggle off the tire. Put that somewhere that's gonna probably cause harm down the road. Or you could be smart and put it underneath the car so it doesn't kill you. And then examine my shocks. Yeah, they don't look right. One bolt here, screwed on, and another one up there that looks like it's going to be the biggest bitch to remove. And then you're going to end up just pulling that bitch off. Oh, and then another one. Wait, no, I did that wrong. And then you're going to address, you have one bolt here, and one bolt somewhere up there. Cannot see, the camera going to pick it up. And then that should come out and probably cause harm. I don't know. Not a mechanic. And now this is where the job gets fun, because you don't have SAE, you only have metric. And you're gonna have to hold that while turning the bitch ass up the nut. Probably end up stripping on you or snapping right there at the end. The ratchet you bought from Snap-on that you swear was a good investment, but it was not. But you have to tell yourself that to keep you positive. Oh, it's coming out. I don't know if you guys can tell, but she wants to be a little bit of a pussy today. And as you spin it, the nut's already off. I've already removed that, as you saw inside the time lapse. But she doesn't want to come out, which means you're gonna end up probably having to grab pliers or some shit and wiggle out the bitch. I'll let you know whatever works. So basically, what I did was I can't even undo them. I took my very overpriced Snap-on pliers, which honestly worked kind of good. I gripped it on here, and I just kind of pried back with it, and now that it slowly loosened itself, she wants to come straight on out. And I have a bad feeling that the top side's going to be even more of a bitch. But then you want to just sit here, remove this very, very long fucking bolt. Holy shit! Where does it end? Oh my god. This thing has more length than I do. I'm almost there. I hope. Oh my god. Dude! I didn't realize I was going to be posting a yoga video. Oh, that was kind of scary. Thank God my legs were underneath here. But yeah, so it's going to be about that long. I used a 19 millimeter and a 3/4 wrench. And I got her out. I don't know if those are fucking proper measurements or not, but that's what worked for me. Now I'm going to do the same down on the top side, hopefully. I say hopefully because it's probably not going to go that way. For this top side, I'm using a 7/8 and I don't fucking remember. 9/16 I think, and I put a wrench on this side and this side, and I hope it comes out because I have not tried it yet. What I meant to say was ditch the other wrench, get yourself a universal one, tighten that bitch on there, put it on and give it all you fucking got. Ugh. Oh my god, that actually worked. So basically, what I found easy is to get out of the shock. I couldn't really record it because I need two hands, and I don't like the headrest. But you're gonna pull it down with everything you have, and twist, and just keep doing that, and it should come out. I don't know why it was so hard, but it did come out, and then I'm gonna just put a pry bar somewhere around here and push it out the other way, or manhandle it. I haven't made up my mind yet, but then it should just come out. And bada bing, bada boom, that piece of shit is out, and I think it's gonna go in extra hard. I mean the opposite way it came out or some shit, and I think that's one side of the shock repaired. I don't know. So I think these are my front ones that they sent me. I don't know if I'm allowed to say where I got it from. We don't need a manual. Manuals are for pussies. And I'm gonna cut this and wiggle it in there or something. I don't know. Oh, this is probably gonna end very badly, but I'm gonna cut the zip tie, cut this, hopefully. Bite me, I don't feel like grabbing a knife. Dikes are practically just the poor man's knife. It's talking to me. Hello? Oh, okay, so what this is gonna happen is you're gonna take this apart, try to remember the order that it came off at. So it's gonna go, I'm gonna set this down the order I took it off, so I know it goes bolt, wires for this, and then the fun part. Trying to put it inside the hole. I've never been good at this. Maybe I should go in through this way. Force it in. Oh, that ain't really working. Oh, yes it is. Haha! Force. And probably grab like the pry bar or something. I could probably get a bolt through that. And I could probably get something through that. So now you're just gonna reassemble it the way that you took it off. Which is kind of weird. It came off easier than it went on. Oh well. I'm gonna wiggle this through. I call that tactic use the bolt to my advantage. Why is she going through? Ooh, hammer. Oh fuck, I missed. Haha! Hammer. Anyways, back to it. We're gonna put on bolt number 1. Oh yes, nice and tight. Just the way I like it. And then I'm gonna go black bushing or grommet, whatever you want to feel like calling it, because it's your fucking car. And then you're gonna thread that onto the top. Realize you have a little bit more rim than the last shock did, but say fuck it, because you're just trying to get this thing done. Alright, and then you're gonna just tighten up everything the same way you took it off. Also, this one little trick I like to use called use and my advantage, because I'm only one person. I got the wrench on one side, and I'm just using it to push up against the frame. To, you know, I have one arm to hold this fucking camera, and one to actually turn the bolt that I can't figure out how to do. And I'm going to tighten down that side, and it should literally be the same for all sides. If I find something different, I will say something. Another thing I forgot to mention, if you want to do this properly, get the torch spec. If not, bug a dozen motherfucker. Oh damn. Yep, that's tight. And now what you're gonna do is take your scrawny ass arms, because you're a bitch. Line up the studs. Try not to use the camera. Oh, son of a bitch, I had you. boom, on. Grab said impact. Lug nuts, they go on like this curve part, goes towards the car. Start pattern, always remember that. Always start the threads, never hit it with just the impact. Trust me, learn that the hard way. You do that kind of shit, you strip everything, especially with this Ugga Dugga. And then you put on the tire and drop down the car. It's pretty self-explanatory, I hope. Never know. Now comes the best part. You drop the truck as hard as you physically can. You walk around and realize the truck, man, it's a little bit better. It ain't perfect. She sits higher though, which means I'm probably just on a hill. But it works. I mean, it's not. Another thing, a good way to check is I'm only like 110 pounds, pretty scrawny. But if I push down, see how easy that, like, I don't know how that thing, truck actually goes down and up. And if I were to come down to this side, same amount of pressure, little to no movement. Come back down to this side, way easier to push the actual car down. So yeah, I'd say this side's fixed. I'm gonna do it all the way around. I don't really need to, but I am, because it's probably gonna end up breaking down the road, because that's how these old pieces of shit go. And personally, if this truck breaks down, I'm down a car, because I literally have to daily drive this thing. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of this truck getting fixed. The next thing after I do all the shocks is probably the windshield wiper motor, because I have no windshield wipers, and it's very, very scary to drive inside the rain. Because I'm trying to procrastinate the other side because of how fucking hot it is. Little fun fact about the 1987 F-150. This truck, almost anything from 1987 that was like vans, Broncos, truck, can swap parts onto this with ease. I mean, the front end is from like a luxury model F-150. I can get axles and tires from Broncos. Like, this truck is practically a Lego with anything from 1987. Which makes one of these like things just kind of easy to, well, not anymore, because the government got rid of all these old fucking parts or whatever. But it's, you know, I just gotta find Broncos and shit, and they all swap right on. An FYI, if a bolt's stuck over there, like it is for me, or at least you like don't have enough leverage to pop it, work smarter, not harder. Almost every human has a lot more strength in their legs than they do their arms. Pops it right on free, no issue. Keep that in mind. So I'm having issues, and I figured to show you guys on the driver's side of this truck. I'm having a problem with this thing is pulling up, and it's like not giving this bolt enough room. I've tried vice gripping it, so I'm gonna just remove the top side, pull that out so I can push it down and remove it. I'll get back to you if that works. And just like that, remove the top one. This one sits level. There's where the bolt comes out. Somehow comes out easier. Actually harder than the other side. That's another shock done. Now, literally gonna do the same thing I did on the other side, where, you know, manhandle this and stick it to that side. Cry myself to sleep. Ask me why did I buy this thing. And it should go perfectly. I'll probably end up recording me doing one side on the back, because it's gonna need it. It's funny how these older trucks work. I'm sorry, I'm getting very, very hot. This side had to go in literally the complete opposite side. Same shock, same method of taking it off. Complete opposite way I took it. Okay, so this side I went in bottom first, and then the other side I went in top first and pushed it into the bottom. I don't know why it worked, but that's what I fucking did. And now I'm gonna finish installing. And just like that, side 2 is done. And not record time. I think it took me probably, I don't know. And just like that, my idiotical self just did both front tires, shocks on a 1987 F-150. I'm gonna do the back side now. It's very hot out. I think it just hit like 90 something, maybe closer to 100. I'm gonna do the other two sides as fast as I can. I'll probably record one side just so, you know, to show how it's done, because it's not gonna be the same as the front. But it's way easier than a newer car, so keep that in mind. Buy yourself a shit box. So, I'm gonna use jack stands on the back just because I jacked it up on the diff. That's where I think probably one of the best spots I could back here is. Because jacking it up on the frame, this truck is higher up in the rear. So putting it on the diff should be fine. I got jack stand. You're supposed to jack stand at any time you have the car off the ground for safety reasons. I don't give a fuck, but I do care about back here because I have had that bitch slip out before on a different vehicle. And great thing about this car is you'll find more problems as you go along. I don't know if you know that, but those shouldn't be making noises. It's probably locked or some shit on that side, which means I need to do drum brakes down the road. I'm not doing them now because my truck's too stopped. And another cool thing is you spin this tire this way, and this one goes the other way. Haha, more about this old piece of shit. Alright, whenever I get the tire off, I'll hop onto the shock. So, if you look past your drum brake, I got a bolt here and a nut there. So that's going to remove. And from what it looks like on the topper part, I don't feel a bolt on the other side. So it's just that nut, and then I think it's literally just going to slide off that way. So we'll find out. And just like that, the second one is out. So basically, what I did was remove it from the top. I had a little bit of struggle with. God, that's a horrible fucking angle. I kind of like up on it and just wiggled it back and forth until it popped off. Now I'm gonna go grab the new one and we're gonna see how bad that's gonna go. I hope it goes in fucking right in there. Well, now I just fucking fucked up. So there goes all of that. So with these ones, what I realized with doing this shit, these Simpson looking motherfuckers, it's very, very hard to push these back in. I'm assuming because it's the rear, it's going to be taking more weight. Makes sense to me. I'm going to line up this side first, and then I'm going to cut it and try to fucking quickly put it into place before it goes all the way down. That is probably not how that's going to go at all. But here's me trying. So we're gonna wiggle this up here. Get all that over. And now here comes the absolutely terrifying part. Snip. Oh yeah, like a glove. If you weren't as lucky as I just magically got right there, Godspeed to you, brother, because it's a bitch to push back in. And now I'm just gonna literally put the bolt on, nut on. We're gonna end up dropping it. Hard dog shit out of here. But that's front and back. I'm gonna do the other side now, and I'll probably update if something bad happens or whatever I run into. Try to make sure I can point out, do whatever I did. But it's literally the same setting as one side. Remove the nut and bolt from the bottom, do the top, put it in. Call it a day. I just removed my my drum brake cover thing, and it rewarded me with metal and a bent thing. Honestly, this doesn't even look like drum brake parts. I think I'm fine. I don't know. I'm gonna go get somebody to come look at this because I've never fucked with drum brakes before. And I didn't take off the other side to see what it looks like. If I had to take a guess, yeah, that's kind of fucked. So we're just gonna throw those back inside the truck and put this back on because they weren't on there before, which means they weren't doing anything anyway. And my truck could still drive and stop. Next thing is gonna be on the list though is drum brakes because that can't be good.
Oh well.
And just like that, that's how you do shocks all the way around a 1987 F-150. I'm gonna go test drive it now. I'm not recording that because people will literally try to track down where you live, and that's kind of fucking weird. But I'm gonna go jump a ditch, ride it down my road, make sure brakes work, all of that fun stuff. I'd rate it pretty easy. I would not say it's a hard job. I'd say anybody could do it. If this fucking moron could do it, you guys could too. But have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays.